It is spring cleaning time for many of us here in Northeast Wisconsin.
And if you're looking to downsize your closet, consider donating to create space and support a local nonprofit at the same time. Stacey Engebretson shows us why the Franki Moscato Foundation would love to take your old shoes in tonight's WBAY Cares report.
Franki Moscato, the former American Idol contestant from Oshkosh, has launched her first ever Shoes for Sunshine campaign. The donation drive will support two causes near and dear to the singer's heart. At the Franki Moscato Foundation in downtown Oshkosh, visitors are greeted by messages of positivity and a reminder to be kind to others. It's part of the musician's mission to help prevent teen suicide.
I was in my own dark place. I was bullied out of 2 different schools. The more that I performed and used, I think, the gifts that I've been given to inspire others, I think it just made me a really easy target.
Oh, say, can you see?
After gaining fame through performances at Lambeau Field and earning the golden ticket on American Idol, Moscato is using her celebrity for good, giving motivational speeches in schools and providing free counseling services, music therapy, and other mental health resources for teens through her foundation.
And we mostly put our money towards families who can't afford to pay for the insurance for their child's mental health therapy or their depression therapy. And we also pay to broadcast public service announcements on television and radio to deglamorize and destigmatize adolescent suicide.
To continue supporting this important work, the foundation has teamed up with Funds to Orgs for its inaugural Shoes for Sunshine campaign. Moscato hopes as you're decluttering your closets this spring, you'll consider donating new and gently worn footwear.
You know, we all want to get more tidy and we get more organized, and so you feel great when you give your shoes away to the foundation, and we get 50 cents per pound, and you're also supporting developing countries. So this is just the best cause in the world.
We're ballparking 600 shoes so far. Boots, sandals, heels, running shoes, working boots, flip-flops, you name it.
Project manager at UWO student Tommy Trudy has formed partnerships with local churches, the Oshkosh Rotary Club, and businesses like Rev's Bowl Bar and Grill, which will host a shoe drop-off party and live music by Moscato on Saturday, May 6th.
This has been my project for Franki, and I get to really go out into the community and make strong connections with the people in our community, and then I get to help a great cause too.
In addition to monetary support for suicide prevention, donated shoes will be shipped to about 24 countries like Haiti to protect the feet of families living in poverty. Moscato is grateful for the community's generosity.
We can help hopefully save lives and change their lives and lead them in the right direction.
You can drop off your donation of shoes through Saturday, May 13th at the Franki Moscato Foundation headquarters on North Main Street in downtown Oshkosh. For more information, visit WBAY.com and click on this story. And do you know someone who deserves some extra recognition? Tell us about them. Email us at WBAYcares@WBAY.com, and we may feature them in an upcoming story.